Good morning. Welcome to Superior Sunrise. For 25 years, Superior Livestock Auction has been marketing cattle for people to people. Superior Livestock Auction, America's leader in livestock marketing. And now, here's Katie Kaufman.
Good morning and welcome to Superior Sunrise live from our studios in the National Historic Stockyards of Fort Worth, Texas. As you can see behind me, the reps, they're all making their way into our studio to have a great auction ahead today. But before that, we'll discuss news in the cattle industry. I'll interview Superior Livestock Representative Mr. Clay Murray, and World Champion Auctioneer Ralph Wade and I will preview what we have to offer today in the auction. Coming up, a market report with Superior Rep Mr. Tom Odell. And Superior recently received a top industry award, and we want to say thank you. Can you believe Christmas is just right around the corner? I stopped in at ML Letty's to talk about their legendary custom-made boots. And what are the holidays with all that great cooking? Well, cowboy fans, listen up. I have a very special top chef here with us to share some of his greatest tips on cooking brisket. It's all coming up next on Sunrise, folks. Stay with us. Superior Livestock Auction will be having our next video cattle auction Friday, December 16th, live on RFD-TV from the historic Fort Worth Stockyards. Deadline to consign your cattle is December 5th, so get those contracts to us. Other Superior Livestock video auctions include January 12th and 13th and January 27th. For more information or to get a buyer number, call us today at 800-422-2117 or visit us online at superiorlivestock.com.
Selectback, our recognized branded preconditioning program helping to ensure that high-value, healthy calves are delivered to your buyers. Selectback includes programs for weaned calves, calves-on cows, and calves from various locations. Vaccinate your calves with trusted brand name vaccines like Movishield Gold 5, Cattle Master, One Shot, and Dectomax, and reap the benefit of improved calf health and productivity. To take advantage of the power, safety, and efficiency of Selectback, call Superior Livestock at 800-422-2117.
44 Farms of Cameron, Texas is offering a unique opportunity to own some of the best bred cows in the industry.
With the record drought we've had here in Central Texas and all of Texas, here at 44 we've been forced to reduce our cow numbers at our Cameron headquarters division, and we'll have approximately 300 to 400 spring calving cows that we're going to sell, as well as 100 fall calving pairs.
44 Farms will even buy back bull calves at weaning for $1,000 per head.
These cows are coming right out of the heart of the herd. They're basically 3 to 5 years old, bred to the 44 herd bulls, and we would not be offering these cows if it were not for the shortage of grass and water in our Cameron location.
To learn more about their annual sale or taking advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, contact the 44 Farms office today at 254-697-4401.
Kind of take a hold and maybe see some higher prices on it too. Last night the live cattle market was up anywhere from 87 to 50 cents. Corn was off a little bit. It came back. Right now it's about a cent up. So, you know, corn's kind of holding tight. I think we're going to be able to lock in some of these cost of gains. Some of these guys are getting some roughage and stuff tied up where they can figure out these cost of gains where they can buy these cattle.
Great. Well, that sounds like a good market report, and I thank you for being here this morning.
Thank you, Katie. Have a great day.
Now, folks, mark it on your calendars, the 21st Century Female Sale from Madras, Oregon. It'll be broadcast live on SuperiorClickToBid.com. It'll be tomorrow, December 3rd at 1 p.m. Pacific. If you do need a buyer number, you can call us right now at 800-431-4452. Now, during our Video Royale summer auction in Winnemucca, Nevada, the CEO of the Red Angus Association, Greg Comstock, he awarded many ranches who market with superior livestock with their coveted Gridmaster Award. In addition, the Red Angus Association presented Superior Livestock with their Industry Service Award for 2011 at their annual convention. From all of us here at Superior Livestock, we want to say thank you.
We know some of the very best feeder cattle in the nation come from right here in the high desert country surrounding Winnemucca, Nevada. We want to recognize producers to Skinner Ranch, DeLong Ranches, Lorenzen Ranches, Frank Weedle. These cattle were harvested through Painted Hills, Meyer Natural Angus. Over the last 3 years, more than 20 lots of cattle, more than 5,000 head, 80% of which were marketed right here through Superior Livestock.
Now, boys, the good Skinner Ranch cattle need no introduction to anybody in the cattle business. Gridmasters right here, and their Red Angus and their agent sourced in the Red Angus program. Over down 24 years we've worked for this ranch right here. We're glad to have them. $154 pie. You know them, boys. We've sold them forever. $156 and higher. $156 down.
We've had such a great partnership. We really enjoy that opportunity to work. We appreciate the award that you're giving us today. And again, we want to say thanks. You know, it's always a privilege when on the screen comes up a set of Red Angus cattle, because we know we've got genetics. We know we're going to have a lot of good buyers, and we always have the top of the sale when it gets to the good Red Angus. We enjoy selling the cattle. We enjoy raising the cattle. And ladies and gentlemen, we enjoy the people we get to work with, and that's you. Thank you.
Horn flies irritate cattle and can negatively affect the profit of your beef operation. Financial losses include decreased weight gains, feed efficiency, and milk yields. For as little as 3 to 5 cents per head per day, Alticid IGR is a feed-through that goes to work in cattle manure where horn flies lay their eggs. Alticid IGR prevents horn fly larvae from developing into breeding, biting adults. Help keep your cattle peaceful, profitable, and horn fly free with Alticid IGR in your supplement program. To learn more, call your feed dealer today.
Let's face it, you don't think a lot about your trailer hitch. You use it and forget it. We understand. But at B&W, we think about it. Short nights, the long hauls, the never-ending chores, the unthinkable. We think about it all, so you don't have to. B&W.
With the holidays quickly approaching, I started making my Christmas wish list. The key word was wish. I stopped in at the iconic and internationally known M.L. Letty's boot shop right here in the historic stockyards to visit with Mark Dunlap on how to order those famous custom-made Letty's boots.
Mr. Letty started this company in 1922 and with the same philosophy that we have today, and that's to build the finest, highest quality product that we could possibly build.
Buying a pair of Letty's boots is owning a timeless piece of Western culture and a true Texas legend. M.L. Letty's offers unlimited options when it comes to designing your next pair.
Tool tops are a very popular thing at this point, and so we see a demand for that. It's very expensive to do. It's not something that just occurs through a sewing machine. I mean, this is all artwork, so it's hand carved into the boot. So that's been very, very popular. But we still, as we have for many years, do inlay tops, which makes a very interesting look. We can create about anything that a customer might want. This is a pattern we've done for many, many years, but there's not really a limit to the types of inlays and tool tops and things that we can do. We also do exotics all the way up, top and bottom. This is crocodile, and this boot is a boot that sells for around $10,000. But it takes 7 alligator hides, or crocodile hides in this case, to build that boot. On the ladies' side, we do a lot of tool tops there as well. So you'll see what we call stars and scrolls, and that's been a very, very popular boot because it can elongate the pattern for tall tops for ladies. So that makes a beautiful boot. We haven't really talked about the foot very much in any of these, but this is ostrich, and we do that in several different styles. A lot of colors. There's grape or purple, which you might call it, very popular here in Fort Worth with TCU, so we like that boot. Another is a snake. That's become very popular again. You go through periods where hides are very popular and then they go away for a while. Well, snake has kind of been resurrected again, so we're seeing a lot of the painted, this is hand-painted python, so that's a beautiful boot as well. The ladies' top and bottom alligator. That is about as beautiful a boot as you could ever ask for. That's for someone very special, obviously, so that's a very unique boot, but it's a boot that we sell a good bit of. You wouldn't think, but we do sell a lot in that price range.
And just how much on average is a custom pair of Letty's boots?
Our boots begin around $600. The ladies' boots or men's boots, kind of the pricing doesn't really, is not reflective whether men's or ladies, but they'll go up to just over $10,000.
After choosing your ideal cowboy boot, the ML Letty's fitting process makes sure those boots only fit you.
Has it changed in 90 years? We're going into our 90th year this year, so we're very proud of that, but nothing has really changed. We still hand draw every foot pattern, we still hand measure every boot, we still try on boots for setting arch supports and looking at the different toe styles. The ledger books that you have here in the room, you'll see that goes all the way back in this store, back to 1941, of every boot drawing we've ever taken. And that's a piece of history in itself, when you can go back to the guys coming back from World War II that came in off the train and went out and had a steak at Cattleman Steakhouse and came across to Letty's to get a pair of cowboy boots.
Well, I certainly saw a few pairs that I could use in my wardrobe. Now, for more information on ordering your custom pair of Letty's boots, you can visit them online at lettys.com. Well, Kim and Scott Ford, our friends of Cross Diamond Cattle Company, will be having their annual production sale in Nebraska on Monday, December 12th, beginning with a preview at 11:30 Mountain Time. Also from Loma, Colorado, join us on SuperiorClickToBid.com for the Leachman Cattle of Colorado production sale. That'll be December 17th at 1 p.m. Mountain Time. If you're interested in purchasing cattle from one or both of these great ranches, you can call us at Superior Productions at 800-431-4452 and register for your buyer number today. Now, remember at the beginning of the show I told you about a very special chef being on our show this morning? Well, famed Texas legend and cowboy, Mr. Walt Garrison, he's here to share his tips on cooking the best brisket this holiday season. You can catch the full episode coming up in the next few weeks on The American Rancher, hosted by cowgirl icon Pam Minnick. You won't want to miss it.
Well, the first thing we do is we make a Walt Garrison rub, which is very good, but we need to rub it down and just rub it in there. I use a lot of it. I probably waste a lot of it. It's an old recipe that I've had for, God, I don't know, 30 years, 35 years, and like I said, the rub, I use it on everything. You can use it on steaks, you can use it on pork chops, you can use it on ribs, you can use it on scrambled eggs, and so I use it on just about everything. So we're going to put this, let me get the side here, we're going to put this on the cooker. Walter Harvey, that taught me how to barbecue and taught me how to whittle, he said get the biggest briskets you can, because if you cook them right, they'll always be tender. And so I buy big briskets and I cook them for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. Oh, it's cooking. Fat side down. It's cooking. And then I turn them over and cook them for another 2.5 hours with the fat side up. And then when I wrap them in foil, which makes them just simmer in their own juices, I cook them with the fat side up, and the fat melts down into the meat, which I guess tenderizes it. It's pretty good. Well, after we put it back on the fire, after I wrap it, I'll cook it about another probably 14 to 16 hours at a slow temperature, probably 200 to 220. 16 hours later, I hope this summer gun is done. And like I said, I wrap mine in foil because it it kind of helps the meat stew its own juices. Let me see if I can just turn it over on there. Oh, buddy. Now, Brother Harv always told me to, oh yeah, this will be a good brisket, guys. Get that fat off of it. And he always told me to slice it cross grain. Don't slice it that way, slice it cross grain. I don't know why, but he could cook briskets pretty good. So I'm gonna, well, I hope I have shown you some way to cook a brisket, but like I said, it takes 5 hours before you wrap it in foil, and another 14 to 16 hours after you wrap it in foil, and it should be like this, falling apart. And now you're ready for the barbecue sauce. And like I said, the only thing we put on this brisket to start with is the rub, and a dry rub, and we usually let it set a couple of hours with a dry rub on it before we put it on the fire, and it tastes pretty good. And we also have a dipping sauce that you can put on anything, all kinds of meat, pork, steaks, or brisket.
Hey guys, Bad Boy's done it again. Meet MTV by Bad Boy Mowers.
It's performance with Bad Boy. And this on-the-fly 4x4 all-new gas-powered off-road rocket is making a splash. With trail-absorbing suspension and four-wheel hydraulic brakes, this 28-horse liquid-cooled direct-drive MTV was designed by pros but will take you anywhere. All for just $74.95.
That's the MTV by Bad Boy Mowers. Ride with an attitude.
Try it for 60 days, and let's see the difference it'll make in your animal.
You have an all-in-one feed, it makes all the difference in the world.
It's been a very good product for us.
My chickens are really great layers, and I think that's because of how I feed them. They look more complete, they fill out really well.
You get exceptional gain, you get exceptional growth.
It does make a difference that we can see, day in and day out.
Take the 60-day challenge and save up to $55 on Purina feed. Sign up at purinadifference.com.
It'll be a historic day for Geyer Cattle Company as they disperse their productive cow herd in conjunction with their annual Chosen Few female sale on January 7th. Geyer will offer unrestricted access to their very best and will be broadcast live on RFD-TV. Every donor female natural calving cow and bred heifer will sell. Several of the famous Geyer AI sires will sell in part or in full, along with large inventories of frozen semen and embryos. This is one show cattle event you cannot afford to miss. Welcome back to Sunrise. Joining me now is Superior Livestock Representative, Mr. Clay Murray. Clay, thanks for being here this morning on Sunrise.
Thanks for having us.
Well, you are somewhat new to Superior Livestock. You just became a rep about a year ago, but your father, Dr. Ed Murray, he's been with us for quite a while. Talk about how you got started here.
Well, I think he's been a rep maybe 13 or 14 years now, and as he got more involved in Superior and less involved in the veterinary practice, I would help him from time to time for delivering cattle. And the more involved he got, the more involved I got, and really enjoyed what Superior did and how it helped the producers. So the more chance I had, I got to participate in some of those deliveries and help him out here at the sale.
You're from Spur, Texas, and you have a company here located right here, actually close to us in the stockyards. Talk about your company and how it intertwines with being a rep with Superior Livestock.
Well, my company's name is Spur Mercantile, and Spur obviously from hometown, and Mercantile was because I wanted to be able to sell anything and everything from livestock to puppies to advertising or whatever. And over the last, Spur Mercantile is a little over 7 years old now. It is a marketing agency and a rep agency that operates much like what Superior Livestock does, in that we sell advertising, both print and digital, for our clients. Currently, today, we work for Working Ranch Magazine, Western Horseman Magazine, and Cattle Facts in helping them with their marketing and advertising opportunities.
Yeah, we just had Cattle Facts on not that long ago. What a great company that is, and that's neat that you can do so much work for them. In addition to that, talk about your territory and being here in Fort Worth.
My territory is wherever my vehicle will go. You know, being raised in Spur and working with Dad in West Texas, a lot of our clients are out in the Lubbock area. There's some opportunities, you know, any day of the week someone can call and decide that it's time to sell their cattle on Superior, and I hope over time that I'm able to help those people as it comes about in this area and out west.
Lastly, Superior Livestock, like you said, your dad's been here 13 or 14 years. You decided to come on board. What does Superior Livestock mean to you and your family?
It's being raised in the country is part of me and will always be. Moving to Fort Worth, or moving my family to Fort Worth, was an opportunity to bring my kids up in a city environment, but every chance we get, and especially my girls, they're ready to go back to West Texas. That has given us, my wife and my girls and I, a real opportunity to live in this area and then reap the benefits of being from West Texas and feeling that home family community that you get when you're at home.
Well, we thank you for joining us on Sunrise this morning, Clay, and we're thankful that you're a Superior rep, so thanks for being here.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
And folks, don't go anywhere. Sunrise will be right back after this. The highly anticipated Breeds of Cattle 2nd edition is now available just in time for Christmas. This volume is expanded to include 45 breeds. It's a handsome deluxe edition that's the ideal present for grandparents, mom, dad, college students, or that someone on your list that has everything. Illustrated with full color and formal portraits, Breeds of Cattle 2nd edition offers a unique perspective on the history of cattle breeds unavailable until now. A fine addition to any den, office, or living room. Breeds of Cattle 2nd edition, the gift that will become a treasure this holiday season. Call 817-378-3328 or visit us at breedsofcattle.net. Order yours today. Cross Diamond Cattle Company is your source for age-advantaged Red Angus bulls. Located in south central Nebraska, Scott and Kim Ford are dedicated to raising top-quality Red Angus genetics for cattle men and women throughout the nation. Cross Diamond's program is built on disposition, high sustainable fertility, performance, longevity, and above all, customer service. Bring the family and join Cross Diamond Cattle Company for their annual production sale held the second Monday in December. To learn more, go to crossdiamondcattle.com.
I've got some customers that have cattle ready all the time, and we were trying to find a faster way to clean out their traps and be able to sell their cattle for them. And we listed some on the country page, and they already had a reputation of selling cattle. And some guys came on and bought them, and said, hey, that worked pretty good.
The country page is really good for being able to take advantage of upswings in the market. Just being able to sell our cattle or getting them on available for sale immediately, because the market changes so fast nowadays.
Usually within, I'm going to say within an hour, I can call the office and I can have those cattle up. The cattle are highly represented and they're highly visible on the country page.
The more people that see it, the better off that we're going to be able to market our cattle better, to get a better price for them and get the fairest price for our cattle mainly.
So far so good, and I'm glad Superior added the country page to one of their ways of marketing cattle.
Here with me now is no one other than world champion auctioneer Mr. Ralph Wade from Chickasha, Oklahoma. Ralph, thanks for being here this morning.
Oh, it's always great to be here, Katie.
Well, you were up here in the new studio, and you have a very special gift that you received this morning. How about that?
It's my first Christmas gift that I'm getting this year, and this is an authentic, true ceremonial drum. and it was made for me and given to me as a gift by a son of a great Indian chief, Sioux Indian chief, Stuart Day, up in Montana. I met him up there after the Sheridan sale this last year, and talking about the Native Americans and the whole deal. Anyway, he made this for me and sent it to me, and I do thank him, and I think he's listening this morning too.
Well, it is certainly beautiful. Thanks for bringing it on this morning. I know I was talking to Tom earlier. Christmas is right around the corner. I can't believe it. I feel like this year has just completely flown by. Oh, it has. I mean, Christmas coming up, and we all want to remember what it's really all about. You know, this season wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Jesus. That's right. Well, moving forward and talking about the cattle preview, what are we going to be seeing today? Tom said the market looks great. It does. It's been good all week. It's been good over the past weeks and continues to grow, and I think mainly because of the numbers and the shortage of numbers and the fact now that we're getting a lot of good moisture across the wheat pasture country. The wheat looks great across Oklahoma. We're getting rain this weekend again, and the wheat's really growing well. It was a little slow getting started, but we're starting to see quite a few cattle going out on the wheat pasture now. Talk about what we're going to be seeing in each of the regions today. We're going to start out, Katie, with 3, 4, 5, and 6 of yearling steers, and then right on to the yearling heifers. We do have a couple lots of Holsteins, one lot of Corrientes, but then on to the good yearlings in 3, 4, 5, and 6 on steers, then on the heifers, and then we'll go to the region 1 and 2 yearling steers, and then on to the 1 and 2 yearling heifers, and then right after that we'll go with the weaned calves in 1, or in 2, and then in 3, and then we're going to head down to our great friends in Florida and our cracker friends down there and sell the Florida calves, come back and sell the 3, 4, 5, and 6 weaned calves in that area, and then we're going to wind it up with a great show of bred stock that we're going to have today. The dispersal of those good ton cows from up in Montana that Chris Brookman's representing. I think the tons are going to be here with us today. It's going to be a great bred stock sale. You sure don't want to miss that. Great. Well, we better get to the auction. And folks, we want to thank you all so much for joining us on Sunrise this morning. Mark it down on your calendars. Our next video cattle auction, it will be broadcast live on RFD Friday, December 16th, once again from our studios in the National Historic Stockyards of Fort Worth, Texas. And Ralph and I will be here, so make sure you join us. If you haven't already gotten your buyer's number for today's auction, you can call our office right now at 800-422-2117. Now, like I said, we're just minutes away from today's auction, but before we sell that first lot, please remove your hat and stand for the playing of our national anthem.